I've wanted to make a video on this subject for a while now, but I figured I would save it for when I was in the mood for such intense material, and I didn't think that day would be today. I had a pretty long day, but a productive one, and I was in a pretty good mood, so I figured, I want to make a video tonight. So I'll come home and I'll take it easy for a few minutes as I make dinner, make some good chicken because you gotta get that protein. And then I'll pick from my list of topics and see what looks good. And I figured as I unwind, making my dinner, getting into my new hobby of watching Sex and the City as I cook, because that's what being an adult is, apparently. I also figured, let me see what's going on in the world of competitive Pokemon on the Smogon forums, an activity that has brought me joy on countless occasions. And I open the Smogon forums, and whose fucking name do I see but fucking Finchinator involved in some tearing goddamn bullshit. Include acupressure innovation what the fuck is this? I don't even know what this is about, but as clearly as you see from this post, it is Finchinator. It disgusts me so much I lose my capacity for the English language. Okay, let's calm down because this is an important topic. So, basically what Finch does is jerk his dick all over tiering policy and blows his loads on decisions that only serve to further inflate his own opinion of himself and make the game miserable for everyone else. So have you ever wondered, has it never seemed fucking strange that generation after generation, Landorus Therian is so fucking high in usage? And if it's not Landorus Therian, it's also Rotom Wash and other boring nonsense no one actually likes, like Toxapex. Gee, he even posted this thread before. I mean, was that not enough? No, he's just gotta stick it in everything, doesn't he? This is why people have fucking commitment issues, because of people like fucking Finchinator who just say, oh yeah, no, I care, but I have different lives, I can't just have my fulfillment in one post in one thread. No, I have to 3 times. Good lord. Acupressure. I don't even know what acupressure is. Is that like an advanced form of pressure where you lose 3 pp per move or something? That must be a Gen 9 thing. So, the reason why Landorus Therian and Rotom Wash and Toxapex and other boring shit is constantly used gen after gen is pretty much because the tiering people manipulate the ban list. Like, have you ever noticed how in Gen 6 Clefable is just completely unkillable? Well, that's because it was by, some people who were in charge who they just happened to find everything that KO'd Clefable to be broken. Like, oh, Landorus Incarnate Sludge Wave destroys it even after a Calm Mind, even though it's not stabbed. I guess it's Lando that's the problem. Yeah, so it's been Finch pulling the strings for a while now. He wasn't as well known in Black and White, but I'm pretty sure he was in cohorts. People like him, people from fucking New Jersey. You cannot trust these. Anyway, so my one comfort, because I have to somehow reconcile myself with the fact that Finch is going around breaking the hearts of everyone. Listen, he used to be on my World Cup team, right? And once a bunch of us met up, and there was this girl I liked, right? And he saw that I liked her, and he just went up to her and he said, hey, baby, you want to see my Volt turn chain? I can have Lando U-turn into Rotom, and that'll Volt switch into Lando, and over and over and over. And he can't even chain Volt fucking turn like that. I've seen it happen. He gets blocked by ground types because you know what Finchinator is? Fucking predictable. I mean, he uses the most standard bullshit ever. I don't even know what Gen 9 did. Like, what the fuck is a Tinglu? I don't even know what that is, but I know it's a standard Pokemon because it's fucking Finchinator using it. Every single generation. Like, if we watch this game, it's always standard team after standard team because that's what he gets off on. I don't know where the fuck it comes from, but it has to all be the same. And the quote-unquote innovation that he claims to be in support of, it's always like, I actually put 4 extra speed EVs on my Thundurus Therian to get an edge on the rest of the metagame. It's like, oh, fucking wow, good job. So, I mean, people have been complaining about Finch for years, and for good reason. I mean, everything is... Oh, it's not just that it's a bunch of boring Pokemon, it's a bunch of stall Pokemon. You know, I remember in Gen 5 in early 2019, you know, Finch was running Sunstall in Black and White and farming these, you know, good, clean, honest offensive rain teams. People just wanting to have a decent game of Pokemon and, you know, using this completely fair strategy. And Finch just rolls in with Ninetales and a bunch of other fucking nonsense. What is that? What kind of normal person does it? No normal person does that, which is why normal people don't do it, and fucking Finchinator does. It's always the same story. He's farming, you know, with... He claims, oh, I want the better player to win. Oh, I want my rule sets to reward skill. Like this is in fucking Pokemon, okay? You know, it's always Mega Aggron stall in Gen 7 and Reuniclus and fucking and Latios on every team. I mean, you want to talk about same. This is a guy who brought Latios to 10 out of 10 games in SPL in Black and White, and somehow nobody thought, let me bring a Latios counter. Let me make this guy fucking pay. You know why you can't bring a Latios counter? Because there aren't any fucking Latios counters. Why? Because Finchinator fucking removed all of them. So, I've had enough of this bullshit. I'm following this Gen 9 game, but I'm already falling asleep because Finch is playing an actually innovative player in TDK, aka Kumiko, and I am personally fascinated by TDK's use of Ting Lu here. But the way that Finch is using it, I mean, snow, it's not even hail, it doesn't even do damage. What the fuck is that? So anyway, I've had enough of this nonsense. So let me show you what I mean here. I won't bore you to death with any stall possibility. But this was when he was on my team, you know, after he was threatening us. You know, if we didn't start him, then there was some stuff that I, you know, probably shouldn't say out loud or else he might come after. I'm taking a risk as is releasing this. Anyway, so, you know, look at this bullshit. You know, McMegan running, I believe this team was built by Ojama. His offensive rain. He leads off with Latios because, of fucking course he does. All reliable. All Finch wants to do is all reliable. All he wants to do is bring good Pokemon and spam them with good play to victory. Like, you know, I've had enough of it. Anyway, so we're not going to watch this nonsense. Like, of course he, you know, dodges the first Will-O-Wisp because why wouldn't he? Then he switches Politoed into a Will-O-Wisp. I don't even know what that's all about. And then he uses Endeavor. I don't even know what that does, you know. Well, it does 9% to other Politoed, so good fucking choice. So, he gets a rapid spin-off, so I guess he's... I mean, you can't even say that he's completely incompetent, you know? Like, at least he's... But that's, like, the only mode of play he knows. The bare minimum, the bland competence. The, oh, well, there's Stealth Rock on my side of the field, so I will remove it. You know, because that's all he does. He just gets up the hazards and then switches between the counters and relies on worse players, you know, just automatically losing. Because that is, I mean, this is why there were arguments against spikes, and people didn't want to ban them because, oh, it's aesthetically pleasing to stack spikes, and because you guarantee you'll never lose to worse players that way, because you'll just switch between counters while they die to hazards. Oh, it's something good to be able to farm worse players this way. Well, it gets another rapid spin-off because, you know, it's very, very straightforward, very surface level. In comes Latios again. I don't even know how many times that's been. And it Dracos into Ferrothorn again, because why would you ever bother predicting that? It's just, no, just click the big move and fine. And anyway, now Finch shows off his impressive, unparalleled skill by agilitying with Thunderous Therian, and then clicking Thunder a bunch of times into a team that cannot withstand it. So, bravo, really fucking amazing. Oh, well, you know, let's see if he HPS's the Garchomp, so he knows the type chart. I guess you have to expect something from the OU leader, right? Anyway, so I hope that someone forms some sort of coup to usurp him from the throne he rests upon. And I don't know. This really just ruined my night. So someone out there, anyone out there, do something. Finch has to be stopped. And if Finch hears this, then, well, I guess this is why I have CTC in my corner. Okay, so good night. God bless.